Hey traders, Raghee here, and the first group of symbols that I thought we'd take a look at here in terms of relative performance in this market is the energy corner. And when we take a look at energies, we think about relative outperformers, it's hard not to land here first. We've got a very strong crude oil market. In CL, we know that RBOB is quite strong, and then of course oil stocks, XLE is going to move higher with it. When I have this many of the high concentration weighted names that are bullish momentum, bullish trend, it's hard not to want to take advantage of XLE, the tide, and take advantage of a pullback there. We've been stalling out now, by the way, for a number of candles. So if this is a precursor to a pullback, I welcome it. And if it's not, well, we'll wait for our opportunity. There's another thing that I'll talk about in the premium video that I like to do when I want an aggressive entry and I have a little bit of consolidation. So we'll talk about that. But basically, we're looking at just a shallow, lower low that could give us an opportunity to get some skin in the game. All right. In the meanwhile, remember that when you have high concentration weighted names, like Exxon, you can see here we're coming up on earnings, that earnings hot zone. When you have that, that could trigger some volatility in XLE, which would be absolutely welcome. So you'll see right there, we've got earnings on the first. Let's see if we can't use Exxon as a catalyst if we get some weakness here to give us even an aggressive pullback entry long in the XLE. All right, another corner of the market that I love right now are staples. So when I'm scanning the market, this is the way that I like to do it, especially when the broader averages are in chaos, chop, just being disrupted in terms of any kind of clear uptrend. I like to take a look at the individual sectors, relative performers at the sector and stock level. XLP itself, well, it's not great. It's a neutral trend. And you can see it's chop. But what I want to think about is, where is the outperformance within the XLP? Look no further than Philip Morris, Coke, Mondelez, Altria, and then focus on neutral markets that are yellow momentum, yellow trend. So the first run through the markets, find the relative outperformers that are bullish, green, green, as we say, bullish momentum, bullish trend. The next run through the markets, yellow, yellow is fine. Be careful. Do not try to pick a bottom in Costco or Estee Lauder. Very, very tricky. And then if you can, avoid stocks that are trading below their 200 propulsion, their 200 exponential moving average. Be really careful about some of those. So that's how I'll prioritize what I like in XLP. Watch list building is so important. What you trade is more important than how you trade it. What do I mean by that? If we find a great uptrend like Coke, and this is a great uptrend, if someone is a momentum trader and they want to trade the move higher out of a support zone, great. They're long. And if so is an exhaustion trader and they want to trade prices sinking into the support zone, great. They're both groups, whether that be exhaustion or the momentum, they're both long positions, and they'll likely be rewarded for getting long and sticking with bullish momentum, bullish trend. So the strategy wasn't really the differentiating factor. It was finding something that was bullishly structured enough to suggest a higher probability of follow through. That's what I mean by what you trade is more important than how you trade it. What you trade, meaning the Coke, meaning the sector, etc. All right, so the last thing I want to show you here is a site that I use just to get a really good feel for the, here we go, for the what am I trying to get to here? There we go, US sectors. Okay, so this site, I'm going to take a look at, you can look at the year to date. Year to date's fine. Year to date's absolutely fine. And so take a look here at your relative outperformer, way up here. That's XLE. There's XLF. There's that XLP we talked about. XLU's in hot pursuit, and even XLI. All right, so this is the 1 month. This is January. This is at the U.S. sector level. And then if we do the same thing at the industries level, again, where is the strength at right now? OIH. AMLP is part of that whole rising tide with energy and energy stocks. There's XOP, again, energy and energy. There's regional banks. Keep an eye on the regional banks. We also see insurance making its way higher, as are agriculture. Archer, Daniel, Midland, Deere, these are names we want to focus on. Corn, soybeans. We have an inflation narrative. Again, we have a different narrative that's running parallel macroeconomically. We have this inflation narrative and we have this hawkish Federal Reserve narrative. All right, they're going to create slightly different watch lists. Keep an eye on ags and stocks that track with ag stocks. Okay, that's what I'm looking at to kick off February. Hope that helps. And as always, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have any requests, put them in the comments here at the Simpler Trading YouTube channel. I check them every evening and morning before I go live for Charts and Coffee, Monday through Friday, 9 to 9:20 at the Simpler YouTube Trading channel. And again, leave those comments, leave those questions, leave those results. And on the way out, smash that like button. Let us know we're heading in the right direction with the content. And I'll see you in the next update. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.